Charlie Kirk's grieving widow shared a series of tender images as she wept beside her husband's casket in a final intimate farewell to the slain conservative activist. Erika Kirk could be seen in the deeply personal footage as she gently strokes her husband's hand and sits beside his body, dressed in a dark suit and red tie, inside lacquered wooden casket. "Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. God bless you," she whispers through muffled sobs, her voice cracking as she weeps over his body. The sound of her weeping fills the room as her trembling fingers linger on his lifeless hand in a final act of devotion captured in full view of her followers. In another image, she can be seen with her back to the camera, her long blonde hair cascading over her shoulders as she appears to be collapsed in grief as she lies draped across her husband's casket. While Charlie Kirk's face is not visible in the images, his body is clearly present, his unmistakable frame lying in the casket. The raw and haunting moments came just hours after Erika delivered a defiant public speech from her late husband's studio, vowing to continue his mission and never let his legacy die. Erika promised to continue the political movement her husband started as she stood next to the empty chair once used by Charlie in his studio, while she addressed an online audience just after 8:25 p.m. During an emotional speech in which she had to pause several times to catch her breath and wipe away tears, she called on Kirk's followers to become members of a church before making a vow to her late husband. "Charlie, I promise I will never let your legacy die, baby," she said. "I promise I'll make Turning Point USA the biggest thing that this nation has ever seen." Her comments came just hours after the man alleged to have shot and killed her husband was identified and arrested. Wearing an emerald green shirt and white blazer, Erika Kirk thanked President Donald Trump and his family for their support following the shooting during her roughly 16-minute remarks. "Mr. President, my husband loved you, and he knew that you loved him too. He did. Your friendship was amazing. You supported him so well, as did he for you," she said. She also thanked Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife Usha for bringing him home. Erika began her 15-minute-long address after making a silent prayer. Overcome with emotion, she thanked employees of Turning Point USA, which her husband co-founded. "My heart is with every one of my husband's employees who lost a friend and a mentor," she said. "He loved what he did." She thanked law enforcement and the first responders who struggled heroically to save Charles' life, and the police who acted bravely to ensure there were no other victims on that terrible afternoon. A photo of Kirk could be seen displayed on her podium with the caption, "May Charlie be received into the merciful arms of Jesus, our loving Savior." Charlie said, if he ever ran for office, his top priority would be to revive the American family. That was his priority, Erika Kirk said.